Right, so we're back with our next update. This is game 3 from Lair of a Dragon, a Middle-earth SBG tournament, 450 points in Cardiff. My opponent is John. John. Pause for the speaker. But John, if you want to talk through what you've got for your army list and obviously how it worked out.
Yeah, well, I brought standard rangers.
Yeah.
From the Middle-earth, from the armies in Middle-earth book rather than any legendary legion. I got 12 models in the army.
Yeah.
Everyone's got Might Will Fate. It's led by Halbrad, by Arathorn.
Arathorn, yeah.
Yep.
So this is just the normal Rangers list from the Lord of the Rings book, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, the standard one.
And then you've got Dunedain and...
Yeah, and there's a couple of Rangers making up the army as well, just to kind of bump up the defence a bit.
You've done a lovely job painting these, by the way.
Cheers, thank you. It's kind of the blue crumb grey.
Yeah, it looks really good. And then in the other warband you've got...
Halbrad leads that.
Yeah, with the flag.
With the flag, yeah, he's got the banner, probably the most important thing in the army.
Yeah.
Although we will talk about how that's working out in a second. He's got a couple of Dunedain. Essentially, the way I'm running it is if they stood up and looking sideways, they're a ranger. If they got a spear or they're kneeling down or crouching, then they're a
yeah. It worked quite well. And then you had like a band system, didn't you, where you kept some track on Might, Will and Fate, which worked really well, actually.
Essentially, I've got a load of little tags for small birds.
Yeah, your little
thousands of canaries died in the construction of this, and all I do is I drop a different colour on as they burn their
Might, Will or Fate. Yeah, it makes it so much easier to track as opposed to doing it one at a time.
Yeah, exactly. As to how the army is done.
Yeah, so I mean this scenario wasn't so great for you because it was Command and Conquer. Where you've got 3 objectives in the centre board. Yeah. You score 5 for central objective, having no models on it, and then 2 for either side.
And you come on randomly in opposite corners.
And you deploy in one corner and the other corner, and then the opponent does the same, vice versa. Obviously, you've only got, 16 models? 12 models. Yeah. So to break you was only 7 models dead, which wasn't a lot.
And it happened rapidly, didn't it?
And the game might have ended it like on a 1 or a 2 when you're a 50%. So if you had objectives and died very quickly, it could swing. But instead we got in a shooting war, to which the shooting didn't really help.
It was shocking, really, for an army that is fully armed with bows.
You got very unlucky.
Across an hour?
Yeah. I think you maybe killed Siladan's horse, first time shooting at it.
That'll teach him. I'll tell you that. That was the highlight of the game for me.
And then the Mahud just decided to live most of the time, didn't they? Because you would have hit, but you wouldn't wound. And then the blowpipes killed the Dunedain off because they were defense 4.
Yeah.
So that shooting match we actually won there, so that was good. So the game ended at 12-0 to Harad, which...
One model on the table.
Yeah, you just had Halbrad left on 1 wound. We both had the same tournament objective, which was the hidden one.
Tis but a scratch.
Tis but a scratch, which was to wound every multi-wound hero, to which I did for Harad, because both of Halbrad and Arathorn were wounded. The others all have 1 wound each, so it doesn't matter. But the Mahud King, as much as you tried, didn't take a wound. And Siladan, luckily, didn't take a wound either. Just stayed out of the problems, really. But it was a great game, and you played it really well.
You say that, 12-0.
Yeah, given the army list, it's very hard for you to win that scenario. But I don't think you put a foot wrong from that perspective.
We'll just pick that apart, mind. You say you played it well. This is the 3rd game, like you said.
Yeah.
12-0, 10-0, 12-0. So,
well, you're only going to learn more because you're at a tournament and people are obviously going to teach you as you go through.
Yeah, exactly.
I think when you're in a disadvantage like that, it's playing to the scenario 100%, like early doors. Like when you stayed back and shot, I probably would have gone, well, they're 2 attacks because of the army bonus. I'll probably stick them all in as quick as possible, hope I break, and then contest to get victory points or deny victory points.
I think the main problem is, because it's a small army, you worry about letting your opponent get the charge.
Yeah.
And it was very open, wasn't it?
But I'd have to still commit a whole warband to go and deal with, say, 6 or 7 models in a corner, which I'm probably not going to do because I'm going to try and play the objective. But I think it's still a very hard one for you to win. But if you have, say, something like Laws of Battle or something that's a little bit easier for you, I think you've got a damn good chance of getting a 12-0 back yourself. So.
I might end up in the bottom 4 if I'm lucky.
You never know. Hopefully not. But enjoy the rest of your tournament, John. Lovely talking to you, and we'll catch you in the next one.